All right, the owner approved getting Willie to the road. This is a really cool moment in history because this car hasn't been on the road since 1979. 1979, the car has not been on the road since. Back in 1979. Don't know why I said it that way. I'm weird, okay? Can we establish that? Can we just establish that and just be like, okay, he's weird. Fine, leave him be. Rusty exhaust, super rusty exhaust. Getting rid of that, taking that off there. New exhaust. Super, no brakes, just none. Away with the old, in with the new. We will usher in new brakes. All kinds of other things. Transmission gear oil, gonna change that. Why would you leave it in there? Plus, the boots are torn on the axles, so it really needs to be new booted, rebooted, new booted from 1979. New booted, rebooted, re-gear oiled, oiled up and geared, and heck yeah, man. Gonna drive it. Get it going down the road. It'll just be outstanding. This exhaust is so rusty, I am probably going to wind up cutting it off of here because there's just going to be no point in attempting to salvage any of it. It doesn't need to be salvaged. It's horrid. It's despicable. It's disturbing. It needs to just be taken off completely and replaced. And I don't want to break the fasteners at the head, which are just fused. So I want my best shot of being able to get those off of there. So best chance of that is going to be with heat and possibly an impact, which means that I need to get rid of the exhaust unit and everything surrounding it so that I can get an impact in there and get heat in there. And otherwise you can only put a box end wrench on things and crank around. So let's do it. Yay. Sawzall. We're going to sawzall. I'm dying. That was the worst. Tin screws. I'm gonna remove the breastplate tin here. That'll give me access to the upper muffler bolts. We'll take them out. Nuts. Nuts, bolts, bolts, nuts. Upper muffler stuff. Now then, I have something super cool. This is a little tin screw torquer, and it's made by Fritz Custom Products. Check him out. He's a dyed-in-the-wool VW dude that designs and makes all kinds of really clever solutions, as well as like OEM-esque factory tools to help you through the job. So these little guys, I don't know if you can see inside there, it's got a slot and it goes right over a tin screw perfectly. And it allows you to not round it out because it supports all the way around the head of the screw. Because tin screws are a, what do they call those? Cheese head. They're a cheese head screw. And so this is designed so that cheese head screw fits right inside and wah, 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 and it's A-okay. Maybe better than A-okay. Uh-oh, somebody just pulled up on my lot. Oh no, they're just turning around. Cool. Cobwebs, man. So many cobwebs. So far, so good. So good. This should seriously be in every VW builder's toolbox. Check this out. This is this old crusty tin screw. Put some stuff down. Old crusty tin screw, even comes with a cobweb, right? A little washer on there. This is your little slot deal. Fit them together. See how that's working? Spin, 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 spin. All right, it's as simple as that. Save that for lunch later. I'm gonna go after all these other ones. Alternatively, you can use a big old screwdriver. But most of the time that just leads to crying. And although there is no crying in baseball, there is always crying in Volkswagen. I'm gonna save these for later and clean them up. They're the little exhaust port covers. Now let me tell you, I do not expect this engine pin to come off of here easily. Well, I got one of those Stoker pipes. There's a rubber seal here around the engine. It's gonna fight me. It's old, it's brittle, it's dry rotted, it's mostly coming apart like that. It will be replaced at some point, but not now. Right now, we're getting it driving, so. It wasn't as bad as expected, but normally it comes off there a little bit easier. It's a pterodactyl. Like, what? You gotta have fun with your job. Come on. Being all serious. It's like I'm working on something that Ferdinand Porsche designed. Did he? That's right. Stoker pipes. Stoker pipes for the carburetor. You want a better view? Stoker pipes. Stoker pipes for the car's brotato, also known as the carbrotato, also known as the carbureto, also known as the carburetor. I'm not a big fan of impacts, as you know. If you don't know, now you know. But here's the thing. When a car hasn't been on the road since 1979, most of it's going to get replaced anyway. And we're just looking to do a proof of concept so that the owner can drive it and enjoy it. That's the moment at which I say, get the impact out. But not to the point where we strip and break things. So you still gotta be, you know, kind and gentle. Stoker pipes, they're loose. You just have to trust me. It's a solid mounted manifold, so, you know. What can I do? All right, so these are the bolts that we're looking to get at. Right there, nuts and studs actually, not bolts. And I wanna get all of this out of here and away from it. So I'm probably gonna wind up cutting the exhaust somewhere right here, maybe right there, just to get it out of the way. This is 1967. 1967 has a very specific engine tin. It was 1 year only. And let me show you what it looks like. Bam, right there. This tube right here, that's specific to 1967. See, in 1967, they had an air cleaner that was up here that had two hoses that were preheat hoses that came off of it down, and they went down to here, and they were picking up heat off of the heads. Basically, the fan's spinning, it's cooling the cylinders, it's cooling the heads, and it was driving hot air down there and then venting it out. And Volkswagen was like, hey, we should pick up heat from that and passively warm the carburetor, carburetato, as some people say. Not me, though. I would never be that silly. And that's just stupid. That's just really stupid. I'm glad that I'm having fun. Back to the story. And it worked well enough, and then VW was like, hey, we don't really need to do that. We can just have one big tube come up and supply it with a big tube. And so then they just abandoned that principle, and they started a new principle, which was just a big tube off of the exhaust. And they were like, good enough. And the moral of this story is I have to be cautious and careful if I'm going to make cuts inside here, that I don't nick those tubes, because that piece of tinware, that tube, very, very hard to find. Not available anymore. 1 year only. Bull. And, you know, makes the car the car. Check it out, it has reverse lights. 2 of them. 67, first year. 68, also had these puppies. 70, 69, 70, in the taillights. Big taillights, different thing. Anyway, did 68 have them in the taillights too? That might have been a split year. 68 might have started like this and then ended like that. I don't know everything. Just some of the thing. Not every of the thing. Moving right along. I might test these upper nuts by hand just to see, but I think I'm probably going to cry. Tears. Tears streaming down my face. Oh, nice. That one was exciting. Now I got to check and make sure it's the nut that's loosening and not the stud. It's the stud. You know what? I don't think I'm going to complain about that. I think I'm just going to take it off of there. We can always replace the stud. Get some Loctite on it. Oh my gosh, it was the nut. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Oh, the rusty nut came off of there. Dude, I did not expect that. If you're wondering, I never clean the floors. Now you know my secret. I sprain my ankle constantly on nuts and bolts, but I never clean the floors. Ain't got time for that. Too many jobs. Too many jobs, man. So much happening. Too many jobs. Ooh, that almost hurt me. That one's not coming off there. That's going to need heat and stuff. And, I'm going to cut this exhaust off. Just going to happen. It's the only way to go. Yo, you got to see this. So, this right there, that's an exhaust nut, and that's the stud coming out of the head. That's an exhaust nut still bolting a part of the exhaust flange to the head. But as you can see, that flange, yeah, this side still in place. So that's what it looks like. And I'm going to heat these bolts and try and zap them off of there. Who put that there? Yeah. So that flange though, like, yeah. Look at that. That's crazy. That's a cast piece of steel. Just gave up. It just said no, no longer. Dude. Like, ew. Oh, it smells bad. Ugh. It smells really bad. It smells like rottingness. Wonder why it smells so bad. Sometimes you don't want to know. Sometimes you don't want the answers. I think this might be one of those times. All right, let's keep on moving. Fuzz and foil down here. Just gonna peel this off. Probably find a dead mouse body, which is why it smells so bad. The exhaust is just living its dream life in a dreamland and best world ever. Okay. I think a little heat, and then a little, yeah, I think a little heat. That's enough smoke. Seems pretty dang hot to me. Maybe the Ratchito. She's hot to go, she's ready. She's hot to go right now. She's hot to go, you got to know. She's hot to go, yeah, yeah. Maybe she's not so hot to go. Lyle Lovette. Ow, that was hot though. Okay, penetrating oil. Penetrating oil it is. Gonna hit everything with penetrating oil, and I'll clean up the mess that's under the engine here. Well, I'm gonna start working on this rear axle of the car. And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because the exhaust needs to soak. Move some stuff out of the way, and I'll cozy you all right in here. I like to use side cutters to pull these cotter pins out. It works really well. You can grab from the top, you can pinch the bottom and shove it through, wrangle it all around, cut it if you need to cut it. Axle nut needs to come off, drum spin smoothly, so it's not like we're gonna fight the brakes getting it off of here. So, yeah. You know, I said the drum was gonna come off of here smoothly. Oh, well, there we go. Maybe just, you know what? It's got a lip on the edge of it from being ground into over the years. So I do have to back the adjusters off. Let's hope the adjusters move. Fingers crossed. Because I've had it before where they don't wanna. Oh, what am I doing? It's a 67. Adjusters are still on the front. Oh, that's fun. What is that? There's a little something floating around in there. That's cute. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what that is. Oh, that's completely seized. Oh, that one is too. All right. They're not even that far out. So, it's going to be the old pound and bang. The old pound and bang. The old pound and bang? Like, why did I say that? This just goes to show. This just goes to show what a little pounding and banging can do. Ew, this is disturbing. I don't know if you want to see it, but there's clumps of stuff in here. Stuff clumps. It's a technical term. Ew. All right. Take all this stuff off of here. Really? The old pound and bang. Oh boy. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you're a fan of the old pound and bang. We're going to save this part, not the spring, but that part. It's going on the replacement stuff. Probably also going to save this guy. We'll be taking this off of there. That too will go on the replacement stuff. For now, I'm going to set it aside. We're going to have to clean all this up. It's disturbing. It's more disturbing than Senator Dick Durbin. I actually think he was before my time. I don't really remember, but his name rhymes with disturbing, so sorry, Senator Durbin. I'm not sorry. I don't know who he was. Let's light some stuff on fire. Woo! Gonna have to get a fan because there's a smoke detector. It's right above me. Scheisse. Didn't think that one through. These things happen. Well, hey, in the meantime, while that goes off and the fire department comes, let's see if I did give it enough heat to loosen it. Sure did. Look at that. That's enough heat to loosen it. I'm gonna be redoing all the brake lines on this. So I'm just gonna cut the brake line because there's no point. No point in saving that. There we go. Big cutters. Cut that line. There we go. She's coming down the track, she's doing fine. Breaker boy, you gotta cut that line. It's not a real song. It's performed by Waylon Welpler. Waylon Welpler and the Bluegrass Muppets. In the year of 1979. This puppy's hot. Woo, it's hot, it's hot, that's hot, that's hot. I heated that and it's hot. Gloves. That's what a really seized up wheel cylinder looks like. None of those are going to want to come out of there. Good thing we don't need this. I mean, we do need some form of it, but a replacement one will be on the way. Wonder if these adjusters are stuck so much that they won't pop out of here. This one looks like it might jump and get on out. Oh, that's not even that stuck. Okay. We'll soak that and free it up. How about you? You want to come out of here? No, that one doesn't want to come out of there. That one doesn't like me. Well, we're gonna make it. Get a little pound and bang going. Ah, yes, the old pound and bang. I don't think that's ever going away. So, enjoy, longtime watchers and one-time visitors. This is the moment in which pound and bang was invented. Hey yo, it's okay yo. Have a nice day yo. There's a horseshoe clip back here that just exploded into rusted pieces and is, yep, was a horseshoe clip. Don't need it now. Cool. Moving right along. Get this brake line off of here. Line and hose, I should say. There we go. Brake line and hose is removed. There is a bunch of garbage up under here. 70 years of dirt and soil. That's not 70 years old. That's hyperbole. Okay? I'm hyperboling. Sometimes you gotta perb. Sometimes you gotta lee. Sometimes you gotta hyperbolee. Hyperbolisms. I beg of you, do not leave me alone with my thoughts. All right, there's more dirt up in here. Oh, that's good dirt. That, I should save that dirt. I could take it home and add it to my veggie garden. Fertilize the soil a little. Dirt is so good. Such good dirt. I'm gonna wind up cutting this brake line too, because otherwise I fear, just general fear, getting pounds of soil off this thing. It's a good time. That one doesn't even look like a fitting. I'll show you guys later, but it really doesn't. This will clean up. I'm not worried about that. Okay. Rinse and repeat. Do the same thing on the other side. Get it all nice and prepped. Then maybe we'll get after those axle boots and some of the mud. We'll get a vacuum over here and take care of some of that. Anyway, here's all the soil that came off this thing. It's this fitting here that should look like a nut and a fitting. And, well, so the plan is just give it the old snip right there. We can work on that junction. This is a junction block. We can work on this junction block later to get the lines all apart from that. We're just gonna clip it and extract it so I can get this whole old brake hose and line removed. That's where the axle boot's torn. So we'll also be mending that. And then here's the soaking exhaust remnant. And we will also be working on that. That actually might be about time for me to get after that exhaust remnant. Let's see about that. Well, I dare say, Darcy, it's time for us to try and remove this exhaust. Who's Darcy? Who is he talking to anyway? I feel like I'm in British literature all of a sudden. Okay, I got to get an extension so that I can extend away and get at those and all kinds of stuff. Here's the deal. We're going to try the old wrap and zap. That pulled the stud. So that just pulled the stud out. But, yeah, you know what? I'm going to give it a little heat. I know I'm still above the smoky bit, but let's do it. Let's see about this one. Woo! That was kind of cool looking. I don't know if you caught that. This one came off. Trying to knock it off of there. Knock it off. Wow, it really wants to just hang on to that last thread. It's kind of goofy. Yeah. Stay on the floor. Stay down. It was uncharacteristically angry of me. Stay down. That one too. Ooh, that's an old exhaust gasket. That's pretty spicy. We're gonna... Oh, wow. Now this is kind of fun. This exhaust gasket, see how hot this sucker is. It's touchable. I'm not going to touch the other end. That's going to be really hot. I'll balance it on my finger so I only get singed in one place. This exhaust gasket came off in one piece. Rare. They almost never do that. They usually break into a lot of pieces. I was going to say 1,000,000, but it's not 1,000,000. So definitely have to chase those threads, clean that surface, reinstall a new stud. Definitely. This is going well. This is outstanding. I'm so happy. I'm happy you're happy. Are you happy? I'm happy. Just gonna cut this brake line because what is the point? Take that out of there. And now there's the horseshoe over here that I gotta try and pry up. See if I can't make something happen. Amidst the mud. Amidst the mud and the muck and the mire. In the mire. There lived a small frog. I'm gonna start working on a children's book. What do you think? Ow, that didn't hurt. Wonder if there's something psychological that happens when we say ow even though we don't hurt ourselves. There's gotta be. There's gotta be a reason for that. I'll tell you what there's no reason for is this horseshoe to be covered in mud like this. Was this an off-road vehicle? I think not. It should not have been. I dare say. You little son of a monkey's uncle. My goodness. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna do it? Ooh, it started to move. I can't say that I mind that. It would appear, Charles, as though it has started to move. It would. Side cutters. Side cutters for the win. Yes. 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 All of the tetanus. This car is prepared to give me all of the tetanus. Hey, Salvador Dali. No? No? Oh, I can do this. Dali. No? Okay, fine. 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 Just tune out. But you know what? You know who's gonna tune in? The art history majors. Come to me, my people. Come to me. I'm a poser. I'm not an art history major. I'm also not an art history minor. I just know Dali. Fine, you caught me. I just watched Midnight in Paris one time. 20 times. That's a good film. Kidding. Don't eat the dirt. Okay. The exhaust gasket is off this side, which I think is fan-freaking-tastic. The brake hose and line and wheel cylinder and brake assembly stuffs, nixed it. All gone. On the floor. Clean it up later. It's my motto. Going to the other side. Break it all down. Rinse and repeat. Keep prepping. Keep setting. Keep stepping. Keep thinking. Keep dreaming. Keep believing. Keep it within reason. There's a time in everything for every person under heaven in every season. That's all I got. You want more? You want more wisdom from me? Don't make me put the Dali mustache back on. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a car alarm that's going off. And it's a little bit away, but it's just been going off now for a while. And it's one of those things that, you know, I really don't mind it. It just, all of a sudden I start talking to it in my head, and I start to think like, maybe I'm crazier than I even think or know. And I'm also wondering, like, who leaves their car just go off, Queen? Like, who's doing that? Anyway, side cutters for the win. Always. These cotter pins, they're always a side cutter situation. I put the zippy zap on the other side. It's simply zaptastic. Hey, if you know, you know. My friends, it is time once more to employ the old pound and bang. Started enjoying my own rhythm too much, I almost dropped it. Woo, there's a lot of dust in that one. There's a lot of dust and componentry. I might have pinched my finger. I might have pinched my finger, but I don't think that I did. That was by that same bluegrass band from earlier. The one that I don't remember the name of. Fine. An example of when your left arm is not up to the task. Unless you're a lefty. Stay there. Ooh, Lord. This is gonna be fun. All right, now they're free. feel like I should be wearing a mask for this. I'll hold my breath. Choices were made. Gonna die. Well, now I know how long I can hold my breath for. Under a watercolored VW. Again, we'll be saving this little piece more than the lack of lay. But the springs, they can go in the circular file. Gonna save this nifty little bar. Hey, so 2 shoes walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Give me a break." Okay, hang on. I can make this better. 2 shoes walk into a bar spreader. No. 2 shoes. I got nothing. I don't want to answer that phone, so I'm not gonna. There we go, cutting this line. Consider it cut. Now let's see about this horseshoe. If it's as rusty as the other side, I'm gonna need, yeah, gonna need some pound and bang. Bye. Okay. A lot of dirt on this side too. A lot of stuff happening. A lot of dirty stuff happening these days. I'm gonna have to torch all this. I'm gonna put a mask on. Okay, we're pretty much at the same spot as the other side. I'm gonna knock some of that mud off and take those lines out, but you don't need to see any of that. And I'm gonna pull these adjusters out of here as well. Like so. Voila. I'll soak those down. I'll clean this up. I'll see about the exhaust nuts on this one. Probably gonna give them some heat. Zippy zap them. And we're just gonna keep on rocking away here. It's a good life. A lot of demo, a lot of teardown. Demo and teardown right now. New parts in a flash. Hey, thanks for watching. I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe to the channel. This is all about fun. I'm doing this because it's something that I love doing, and I like being able to share it with you. So the best way that you can help is to give me those likes, subscribe to the channel, and become a part of this motoring experience, this culture, become a part of the classic car community, become a part of the air-cooled community. Be air-cooled.